You're holding your baby, and suddenly they lock eyes with you. Not a glance, a full, unblinking stare. And you feel something shift, like they're looking straight through you. You think it's just a cute moment. Maybe they recognize you. Maybe they're just zoning out. But neuroscientists at Cambridge University ran an experiment on exactly this moment. And what they found inside the baby's brain during those few seconds of eye contact changed everything they thought they knew about infant development. This is not a cute moment. This is biology at its most powerful. The moment your baby's eyes find yours, three things happen simultaneously inside their brain. First, the fusiform face area activates. This is a dedicated region in the temporal lobe that exists for one purpose only: processing human faces. In adults, it's fully developed. In your baby, it's being built right now, in real time, every time they look at you. Second, oxytocin floods the system, the bonding hormone, the trust molecule. Levels spike within seconds of eye contact, in both of you simultaneously. Third, cortisol drops, the stress hormone that's been elevated since birth from the lights, the sounds, the overwhelming newness of existing begins to fall the moment your eyes meet theirs. 3 seconds, 3 biological events, all triggered by a look. In 2019, a team at Cambridge University did something no researcher had done before. They wired up parents and babies with EEG sensors, measuring live brainwave activity in both simultaneously during eye contact. What they expected, the baby's brain would respond to the parent's face. What they found, something far more extraordinary. Within seconds of eye contact, the brain waves of parent and baby began to move in the same rhythm. Not similar, not close, synchronized. 2 separate brains producing the same electrical pattern at the same time. They called it neural coupling, and it only happened during direct eye contact. The moment either looked away, the synchronization broke. But here's what really stunned the team. The babies who achieved synchronization fastest scored significantly higher on communication assessments at 12 months, higher on social development scores at 24 months, higher on emotional regulation tests at age 5. 1 moment of eye contact, 5 years of measurable outcome. Here's what most parents don't realize until it's too late. This neural synchronization works at peak efficiency only in the first 6 months, not because the baby stops benefiting from eye contact, but because the brain's plasticity, its ability to be shaped by experience, is at its absolute maximum right now. A 2016 study from Harvard's Center on the Developing Child found that the serve and return interactions in the first 6 months, where parent and baby exchange looks, sounds, and responses, are the single most important factor in building the neural architecture for communication and social behavior. More important than toys, more important than music classes, more important than any product marketed to new parents. The return on eye contact in month 2 is biologically higher than the return on eye contact in month 18. Not because you love them later less, because their brain is more open now. Between months 2 and 24, the brain runs synaptic pruning. 1 million neural connections are being formed every second, but not all of them survive. The connections that get activated repeatedly strengthen and become permanent. The ones that don't get used get deleted forever. This is evolution's quality control. The brain is sculpting itself based on the inputs it receives, and the inputs it receives from eye contact are some of the most powerful it can get. The visual cortex, the social brain, the emotional regulation networks, all being shaped right now by the interactions you're having or not having. A 2019 study from the University of Washington found that babies who had more face-to-face interaction in months 2 through 6 showed measurably thicker neural connections in the prefrontal cortex at age 3. The prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, impulse control, and empathy. Eye contact today, better decisions in 20 years. 3 things, backed by data, starting tonight. 1. Distance matters. Get within 12 inches. That's the baby's focal range in the first 3 months. Beyond that, your face is a blur. The fusiform face area can't activate properly on a blur. Get close, nose to nose if you can. 2. Duration matters. Hold the gaze for a minimum of 30 seconds. The Cambridge study showed that neural synchronization builds progressively. It doesn't snap into place instantly. It needs time to develop. 30 seconds is the minimum threshold for measurable brainwave coupling. 3. Response matters. When your baby makes a sound, moves their face, raises their eyebrows, respond to them, mirror them. This serve and return is what activates the social brain. A baby staring at a face that doesn't respond gets less neural benefit than a baby staring at a face that's alive and reacting. The face you make back matters as much as the eye contact itself. Here's the part that changes how you see every interaction from this point forward. Most parenting advice focuses on what you do for your baby. Feed them, bathe them, keep them safe. But the Cambridge research reveals something different, something that puts the power and the responsibility in a place most parents don't expect. The most important thing you do for your baby's brain development isn't what you buy them. It isn't the stimulation toys. It isn't the educational videos. It isn't the Mozart. It's what happens when you look at them and they look back. The most sophisticated neurological development event in human biology is free. It requires no equipment, no training, no money. It just requires you to be present, to put the phone down, to lean in, to hold the gaze. 30 seconds. That's the unit of measurement for brain development. How many 30-second moments did you have with your baby today? Let's recap what the science actually says. Eye contact triggers 3 simultaneous biological events: fusiform face area activation, oxytocin release, and cortisol reduction. Cambridge 2019 proved that parent and baby brainwaves synchronize during eye contact, and that synchronization predicts communication, social development, and emotional regulation years later. The window of peak plasticity is 0 to 6 months. The neural connections being built right now are being built on what's happening in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, not in a lab. Synaptic pruning is permanent. The connections you reinforce survive. The ones you don't. And the single most powerful input you can give a developing brain costs nothing and takes 30 seconds. Subscribe to Baby Signals because your baby is sending you signals every single day, and now you know how to read them. Next video, why your baby smiles in their sleep and why the neuroscience behind it is the most surprising thing you'll learn this year.